Are you a YouTuber struggling to make 100K a year from your own products and services? Because if you are, then you're probably making one of these 3 key mistakes. Now, most YouTubers think that the way to make more money is to just relentlessly make more videos, to whack a course in their video description, or to get more brand deals. But I spend every day of my life at the moment helping educational YouTubers build their business. And there's a lot more to it than that if you want to sustainably hit 6 figures. Now, this fancy diagram here that I've drawn is going to explain these 3 key mistakes. And I call this the transformation bridge. So as you can clearly see on the left, we have one cliff face. Then in the middle, we have scary waters with lots of sharks where you will die. And then on the right, we have another cliff face. So what's the first mistake that people make? Well, on the left here, we have a person called Tin. But the thing about Tin is that he is not all that happy. He's okay, but he's not super happy. Now in this diagram, Tin is our dream student. Now Tin has lots of problems and he wants to solve those problems, but we're gonna get to that in a second. The first thing that we need to do here, and the first mistake that people make, is making sure that Tin ticks the right boxes. So those boxes are that Tin is someone we want to help, that Tin is someone who values our help, but importantly, Tin is also someone who can pay for stuff and has money. So these 3 boxes need to be ticked for this transformation bridge to work. So Tin needs to be someone that we actually like helping, that we actually like working with. We like helping him solve his specific problems. He also needs to be someone who values our help, who sees us as a bit of an authority, has credibility, and sees us as someone who's actually able to help him and solve his specific problems. And the third thing, importantly, is that for us to be able to build a business around Tin, around our dream student, he needs to be able to pay. So one of the biggest mistakes YouTubers make when trying to build a sustainable 6-figure business is they're not really clear on who their dream student is. Who is their channel for? Who is this person? What problems do they have? And what problems are they trying to help solve? But just understanding your dream student doesn't guarantee that you're going to be able to earn 6 figures sustainably. This is only going to get clearer though as we go through the rest of the transformation bridge. So we're going to come over here to the second side and the second biggest mistake that YouTubers make. We have another Tin who has a slightly bigger head apparently. But the thing about this version of Tin is that he's actually really happy. And now to visualize this, we can see that Tin is holding his trophy because he's achieved his dream outcome. Now, how do we find out the dream outcome? Well, that was all about audience research. So these 2 people, Tin with the dream outcome and Tin, the dream student, they live in tandem. And through audience research, we're gonna really clarify who these people are, these 2 Tins, and what is their current reality and what is their desired reality. Where are they right now? What are their current problems? Where do they want to be? And what is stopping them, importantly, going from A to B? So if we come back to this diagram, this over here is point A, and this is point B. So once you've understood your dream student and their dream outcome through the process of audience research, then the final mistake that YouTubers make is about helping them make that transformation from A to B. And naturally, that's why this is called the transformation bridge, because our goal is to build a little bridge for Tin, the dream student, to become Tin with the dream outcome. So now there are 2 ways that we actually help Tin, the dream student, become Tin with the dream outcome. And the first is for free. And the way that we help them for free, as you guessed, is with videos, but importantly also email. But the important thing to remember here is that this is going to be about 90% of our audience. So 90% of the Tins that we find online in our audience, they are just going to want free content. They're never going to want to buy anything from you. And that is totally fine. But as you guess as well, the second way that we help people is for money. So they pay for stuff and then we do that through our offers. And that is going to appeal to around 10% of our audience. Now, the actual mistake that YouTubers make here is that they don't build full bridges that help people actually go from A to B. So in their free content, it could be that they cover a few topics, but actually then they start talking about different topics that lead people into this sea of death with the sharks, or they just make content that goes off in a completely different direction. Now, one of the most amazing parts of YouTube is that through video, you can build so much trust with people because they spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's like having an actual conversation with someone and you learn, oh, this person actually kind of knows what they're talking about. And that's why YouTube is such a powerful platform for generating customers, because they build that trust, and trust is the number one thing that is going to get people to actually spend money with you. So if you make amazing free content, then people are more likely to actually want to buy your paid offers. You might be wondering, why would someone pay for this transformation when they can already achieve it for free through my amazing videos and emails? Well, the reason is that people will pay to make that transformation faster, more easily, and just with more fun. So people will pay for that privilege to make the same transformation, whatever it is, whether it is learning the guitar, whether it is getting a software engineering job, whether it is making more money online, whether it is learning how to paint. People will pay money that they have to make that transformation to achieve the dream outcome over here faster, with less stress and more fun, because they just want to get to the outcome. Now, they don't want to have to do it on their own and just faff around with YouTube videos and emails like this. They want to just do the transformation a bit quicker. But obviously, as we discussed, that's probably only going to be 10% of people, or in 10% of your audience. So not getting really good at each of these three elements are three of the biggest mistakes that I see YouTubers making when they're trying to build six-figure businesses. But if you want to know how to actually turn 5,000 views that you get on a YouTube video into, say, $5,000, then in this video here, I walk you through exactly that, and I'll see you in that one.